So we are exactly halfway through the Betway Premiership season. And if you look at the numbers look very, very enticing. If you think about Jose Rivera's last season at Orlando Pirates, it was considered one of the best seasons in terms of Orlando Pirates Premier League points, Betway Premiership points that they've ever finished with. This was under Jose Rivero, right? And if you think about it, halfway through the campaign, 15 games played, Jose Rivero had won 10 games. He had already lost 5 games. Wow, that is a lot. And he had accumulated 30 points, which meant he was still behind Mamelodi Sundowns in the league, right? Then you fast forward to the current campaign under Abdelassam Wado. He's also played 15, won 11. So he's won one more game than Jose Rivero. But I think the most interesting statistic is that Abdelassam Wado has only lost 2 games compared to Jose Rivero's 5. And the more interesting point is that he has already accumulated 35 points, 5 more points than Jose Rivero, right? Halfway through the campaign. And this is definitely interesting. I think if you ask anyone that watches Orlando Pirates, if you ask anyone that watches Orlando Pirates, they will tell you that Pirates are a better team this season. Let's talk about their gameplay in general. Jose Rivero definitely, I think part of the reason he lost 5 games, Jose Rivero struggled to make Orlando Pirates play with the same tempo for 90 minutes. Jose Rivero would give you a good 45 minutes. Either he's given you a good first half or he's given you a good second half. But he struggled to make Orlando Pirates play good for 90 minutes. I'm talking about in the Betway Premiership. Whereas Abdelassam Wado, something that I've noticed about him, he's able to make Orlando Pirates play good for 90 minutes. Like they're able to play at a specific tempo. You know, they're able to keep the tempo very high. They're able to go for goals. In fact, it's interesting. Pirates seem to be better in the second half in most of the games that they play. And it shows a team that's very fit, a team that is also coached very well mentally. You can tell that Abdelassam Wado is going deeper in terms of the mental capacity of the players. I mean, I know players have said good things about Jose Rivera in terms of his man management, but if you look at what's happening on the pitch, it looks like Abdelassam Wado is getting slightly better outcomes in terms of the psychological aspect of the players because they're able to give a good performance for 90 minutes. So I don't know the fact that Wado has only lost 2 games. I don't know if it's because he was a defender. So obviously his first framework is to make sure that he tightens the defense. I'm not sure because at the end of the day he still won one more game than Jose Rivero. Whereas Jose Rivero, he leaked goals. I mean, lost 5 already halfway. But the interesting thing about Jose Rivero, I'd say Jose Rivero was more defensive. And I think that's something I like about Abdelassam Wado. Abdelassam Wado doesn't like defending. His game model is more progressive. He's more aggressive. He likes attacking. Whereas Jose Rivero didn't mind playing a back three, especially when you go to Africa. But even against teams like Sundowns, you'll find that he's playing a back three there. I mean, if you think about Mbegezeli Mbogazi's first game in the Betway Premiership, I think it was against Sundowns where he pocketed Ribeiro because they were playing a back three. And that's the thing about Rivero. He doesn't mind playing a back three. He was very defensive. He was a very defensive coach. Whereas Abdelassam Wado is more attacking minded. And which is quite interesting because he's lost fewer games and he's won one more game. Now, obviously, we're not saying that the league ends here. There's still 15 more games to play. But based on the current numbers and expected goals and expected finishes, you can see that Abdelassam Wado is going to finish with more points than Jose Rivero finished with last season. Obviously, a calamity can happen in the second half of the season where Pirates fall off, but I don't think so. I think my only issue with Abdelassam Wado is his player personnel. The players that he picks, that's the issue that I have with. And he has this tendency of playing players in their wrong position. I mean, for me personally, if he can just adjust playing players in their best positions, then I actually don't have a problem with Abdelassam. I actually don't have a problem with him. My only problem with him is he doesn't play his best players. His best players are not even in the match day squad. No one knows where Mbule is. Mabasa is at Stellenbosch. Like like his best players are not even in the starting 11. Whereas with Rivero understood that he could play his best players and he could trust his best players. So I think for me that's the biggest contrast that I've seen between the two coaches. But what is your guys' thoughts? Do you think Abdullah Samuel Wado will definitely finish with more points than Rivero this season? And will Pirates go on to win the league? We know at the moment they currently are in position number one. But I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts with the contrast of the two coaches. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below.